Geeksvana is your drone channel, providing news, reviews, flights, interviews, and much more.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Geeksvana. Today we're going to be telling you how you're able to sell your drone footage and make money from your drone without a PFCO in the UK. We'll be hearing from a drone industry expert with his view on the legality of this, so keep tuned. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and to get the latest drone news and content first, hit the notification bell. The subject of when and how the unqualified pilot can make money from their drone or have their footage monetized on social media platforms like YouTube is one which has created a lot of debate, which isn't helped by the change in regulations and written opinions of aviation authorities such as the FAA and CAA. As you might already know, in the US the FAA does not allow a hobbyist drone flyer to use their footage in the furtherance of a business. It is pretty clear-cut and even prevents a YouTuber from uploading his videos activating monetization on YouTube. You might also have seen Ken Heron's excellent recent video questioning whether or not YouTube themselves could be infringing FAA rules by showing adverts around hobbyist videos. It is a fascinating watch, and Ken even produces a response from the FAA in the comments. There is a link to the video in the description, so go and take a look later. Okay, back to the UK. And there's been a lot of debate over the years about whether or not a hobbyist can make money from their footage and pictures. The answer, as confirmed by the CAA to Geeksvana, is a resounding yes. You can sell your back catalogue of drone footage and pictures to anyone who wishes to use it for any reason whatsoever. One way UK drone hobbyists are making good money is by selling their best footage and pictures on stock footage websites. Now, there is a line in the sand which keeps a very clear and definite separation between the hobbyist pilot and a professional drone pilot who holds a PFCO. The hobbyist must not be making a contracted flight, which for me would also count as any pre-arrangement to sell the footage before you fly. Although the CAA only stipulate that the flight itself must not be contracted, I wouldn't push the definition too far. This really is for those pilots who already have some stunning back catalogue footage which they would be happy to sell. Also, this does not affect the rules surrounding the two drone flyer types. Hobbyists should still stick to the drone code, etc. For clarification, and to get the opinion of an expert in this field, Geeksvana reached out to a friend at YouTube channel MrMPW, Matt Williams, to get his opinion. Matt is a former military helicopter instructor and now runs one of the UK's leading drone pilot training companies. So when I say Matt is an aviation expert, I really mean it. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hey everyone, it's Matt Williams, MrMPW from MrMPW.com. We've been working in the drone industry since we were flying model helicopters with cameras on back in 2008. The licensing and permission requirements for putting footage onto sites like YouTube with the intention of monetizing has been a hot potato since the very beginning, and the wheel has turned a few times on this very subject. Back in the early days, you could shoot footage from the air with the intent to put it on monetizable platforms without any issue. Then a couple of years ago, the CAA realised about this and said, actually, you need a PFCO or a PFAW, a permission for aerial work as it was at the time, in order to be able to do this. More recently, with the changes in the wording to the air navigation order, as long as there's no contract between the operator and the platform where you're putting your content to in order to monetize it, then so long as you abide by the regulations in the air navigation order and the drone code, then you're pretty much good to go. The biggest thing is to realise that without a PFCO, you can't currently fly in congested areas, and you need to make sure that you maintain the required separation distances from persons, vessels, vehicles and structures not under your control. I hope that helps, and if you want to know more about the rules and regulations, you can find a link to our channel in the description down below. Thanks for having us, Sean. Fly safe and blue skies.
Thanks, Matt. And as he said, please visit his channel. The link is in the description. Matt had a previous injury which prevented him from flying in general aviation for many years, but through determination he is now returning to the skies, and I believe even intends to expand pilot training to general aviation in the future. So it'll be an exciting journey you will not want to miss. Back to the subject in hand today, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on this subject. Have you sold footage as a hobbyist before? Do you use stock footage sites to sell pictures and video? Or do you prefer to keep it strictly a hobby and chase those dream shots for yourself? Let me know in the comments. I would really like to know.
Please remember to like and subscribe.